end of a Love and Soap Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to choose oil substitutions for your cold process soap recipe. So let's say that you found a recipe online that you're very interested in trying, but it has one oil that you don't have. And so you're wondering if you can take that oil out and add a different oil that you might have available. So you want to do a substitution. So here is how you can find out which oils to substitute in your recipes. So first of all, go to loveandsoap.com, go to resources, and find the soap making oil chart, because this is going to help you look at the fatty acid profiles and look for substitutions. So click on the soap making oil chart underneath the resources. This page should pop up, and there's a couple different charts on this page actually. I have my regular soap making oil chart. So this lists different base oils and butters and fats that you can use for soap making, what kind of soap they create, their properties in soap, recommended usage, and just some notes about either breaking the rules or just some things that you should be aware of when using them. So this is a nice reference if you're new to soap making and you don't really know where to start when it comes to formulating. So definitely check out this page. I also have, if you see anything in blue with a link, this actually links to a profile on that oil, so you can learn more about that oil or butter. So that's real helpful. But I actually want you to scroll down till you find the fatty acid profile charts. So this is the chart that's really going to help us with oil substitutions. So it's important to know that all oils, so your coconut oil, olive oil, palm oil, castor oil, any soap making oil that you used is comprised of various fatty acids. And so across the page here, the lauric, myristic, palmitic, and so on, these are all the different fatty acids that make up your base oils. And if you look at these numbers, these are actually percentages. And so these are the percentage of the fatty acids that are in the base oils. Now, these might not equal 100, and they might also vary from my fatty acid profile to maybe Soaper's Choice fatty acid profile, just because these are typically ranges. So for coconut oil, it might actually contain 45 to 52% lauric acid. So these are simply rounded, but I just wanted you to know that just in case you find another fatty acid profile chart and it varies just slightly. Okay, so coconut oil is 49% lauric acid, 19% myristic, 9% palmitic, 3% stearic, 8% oleic, and 2% linoleic. Okay, and so I have most of the common oils listed. I do update it every now and then, so if I'm missing an oil that you like to use, please let me know and I'll add it. The one cool thing about this chart is that it is sortable. So you can sort by the different fatty acids, and that's what's really going to help us find substitutions. Okay, so let's say that we have a recipe and it has sweet almond oil in it, but we don't have any sweet almond oil, so we need to know what we can substitute in for the sweet almond oil. So if we take a look at the profile, we can kind of go across, and it has 7 palmitic, it has 71% oleic, 18% linoleic. So you want to sort the chart by the highest fatty acid in the oil. So I've already done that actually. Oleic acid makes up the most in almond oil. And so by sorting it by oleic acid, we're going to bring up everything else that is high in oleic acid, or at least has kind of the same percentage. So looking at this chart, we can find similar oils. So high oleic safflower is very similar to it. It has some palmitic acid, some oleic acid, so linoleic. So that would be a great substitution. You can also just simply use some more olive oil. So you're probably already using olive oil in the recipe, but you can just substitute more olive oil for the sweet almond if you don't have it. You can also do some apricot kernels, some canola, even down to macadamia. I even sometimes substitute avocado. So any of these liquid oils have very similar properties, okay? Now, you can't just take out the sweet almond oil and use apricot kernel or more olive oil, because most oils have different saponification values. So they might be pretty close and almost right on, but just to be safe, be sure to run your new recipe through a lye calculator to get the correct amount of lye to use in your soap. So never just substitute and not run your recipe through a lye calculator. Anytime you do a substitution, run it through a lye calculator such as soapcalc.net or thesage.com. Okay, so same thing with, let's say we have some mango butter, okay, or let's do mango butter. So let's sort this by the steric, and let's go down and find that mango butter. So similar to mango butter would be shea butter, cocoa butter, sort of similar. You can definitely substitute those, but it is going to have a little bit of different properties. But sal butter and cocoa butter are very similar to mango butter, so would be a good substitution. Okay, so if you scroll down, I actually have this chart, which might help a little more with substitutions. It kind of lists the properties of the fatty acids, so what you're getting from those fatty acids in your finished soap, and then the primary oils that contain them. And so if you are soaping with a recipe that has coconut oil, but you don't want to use coconut oil, these oils are going to be good substitutions. So palm kernel oil, babassu oil, and so on. Okay, now here's another one. So here's palm oil. It's high in palmitic acid. These are, again, the properties it has. Now there's not a one-for-one substitution for palm oil, but what I like to do is actually a blend of some of these oils. I do avocado, rice bran, and then I actually do shea butter. So substituting palm oil is a little more complicated than just a one-for-one substitution, but this can give you some ideas of some oils that you can choose. Okay. Same with, and then here's that oleic acid again. There are so many oils that contain oleic acid, so it's pretty easy to find a substitution for those because there's a lot of choices. Okay. So hopefully this chart will help you when you are determining how to substitute an oil that you don't have. And again, it can be found at loveandsoap.com. Under resources, click on the soap making oil chart and this page will pop up. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more soap making tutorials, articles, design techniques, and recipes, please visit our website at loveandsoap.com, LOVIN soap.com. We'd also love you to join our Facebook group, Saponification Nation, where soap makers from all over the world come together to talk soap, share their projects, their beautiful photos, and what they're working on. So just go to Facebook, search groups for Saponification Nation, and we should pop up.